Quilt.
Quilt.
This quilt gets stuck on everything.
And I finished that quilt I've been sewing since spring.
I thought perhaps you'd like to stitch them together to make a patchwork quilt for the bazaar.
Well, I made another quilt last week.
You could help others by making the patchwork quilt for the orphans if you wanted.
棉被加软衬料后缝制，缝被子。
Quit.
Quit.
But I quit right before they kicked me out.
Whatever.
Come on, Ramon, quit jerking off and bring the car around.
Just quit crying and tell her.
Quit sweet talking and come here.
离开。
Quite.
Quite.
Look, anyway, baby bathwater, the detective and I are quite the crime-fighting duo.
Quite a mess indeed.
The left is small, but the one on the right is quite a bit.
We make quite the pair.
Well, that's quite a backpack you got there.
Thanks.
相当。
Quiver.
Quiver.
And if her lip quivered, I just...
Oh, but if we... Isabella?
Oh, I can quit all right without a single quiver.
Ooh, I quiver with fear.
Pascal had made his fingertips quiver and lips go numb.
震动、颤抖，使颤动。
Quiz.
Quiz.
And we have a quiz tomorrow.
What? I didn't realize it was a quiz.
Oh, great, a pop quiz.
Okay, time for a pop quiz nose.
Presentation of Solomon Electronic, the quiz kid Donnie Smith from the game show.
考察、戏弄。
Quota.
Quota.
The quota system's been abolished.
That's the room quota!
This cover is at the printer as we speak, with a special section on diamonds, which is going to take care of my ad quota for the entire year.
We're all on death's door, repeatedly ringing the doorbell like maniacal Girl Scouts trying to make quota.
You three realize that since you can't get a conviction on this case, I can't count it against your quota of 10 arrests.
配额。
Quotation.
Quotation.
Beautiful quotation.
Go over there and read the quotation that's on the wall.
Our working thesis tonight is this quotation.
We're ready to listen to the current quotation on blackmail.
引用语。
Quote.
Quote.
I'm like, I think that's just a quote from Game of Thrones.
In discussing the airbrushed women in ads, my favorite quote is from Cindy Crawford, who said, "Even I don't look like Cindy Crawford in the morning."
Now she's seen the show reel, she thinks, and I quote, she might want your face for their show.
Quote, I only say I hate America 3 times a day.
Quote, one day during teacher swim, I saw Josh and Mrs. Dawson horsing around together in the pool.
引用、引述。
Race.
Race.
Hey, speaking of horseback riding, why don't you hop on and I'll race you to the finish?
Master race.
Slow and steady wins the race.
You finish the race, I'll forgive all the background you owe. You know, I remember when the layoff were a proud warrior race, not sneaking around hospitals looking for weak, sickly types to suck the bone marrow from.
种族、赛跑与赛跑。
Racial.
Racial.
When we destroy it, we will blast a crater in their racial memory so deep that they won't come within 1,000 clicks of this place ever again.
Since when did porch monkey suddenly become a racial slur?
人种的。
Racism.
Racism.
He believed that you could cure racism and hate, literally.
Say absolutely nothing about the practice of racism here in American society.
That is racism!
The Imani Review, a cinematic tour de force, takes aim at the twin horrors of healthcare and racism.
This play deals with love and racism and same-sex marriage, which are all redeeming themes. Conversations this community should be having.
种族主义。
Rack.
Rack.
At a truck stop in Mexican Hat, Utah, she stole from a book rack a Vixen magazine for Jack. A total teen for T-Joe.
But if you don't want to make love, then maybe we can use it as a hat rack.
He claims he doesn't come on this trip to hook up, but he puts out in the meat rack just like the rest of us.
I said take it to the rack. Well, either that or he's lost his tie rack and gotten really into Bryan Adams.
架，把放在架上，变形。
Racket.
Racket. You couldn't take the racket that thing was making.
Yeah. His racket.
I played like I never held a racket before in my life.
Police say he was mixed up in some racket.
Something new, like the massage parlor racket.
球拍、喧闹，用球拍打。
Radar. Radar.
Kid just pings my radar.
Twan, do you see anything on the radar?
We have radar contact and show you on ILS.
We were keeping it under the radar since your last break-in, but now that I'm moving in, it's kind of public.
We're talking the kind that could be picked up on radar.
雷达。
Radiant. Radiant.
A glowing, radiant day in your life.
Do I make this out to Deirdre Chambers or Radiant Cosmetics?
Elegant, cultured, radiant.
We head straight to the house, looking confident and radiant, so Hobart gets a good look at everything he missed out on, okay?
You look positively radiant.
发光的。
Radiate. Radiate.
As blackouts and electrical interference radiate farther and farther west, citizens within 200 miles of the creature's current sphere of influence.
I'm just trying to radiate some positive vibes, man to man.
It seems to radiate cosmic energy when it exerts itself, randomly affecting matter.
The subsequent placings extinguish spiritual life and should radiate outward like this.
Well, I know it's none of my business, but, well, she's begun to radiate a certain glow.
放射、发光，有射线的。
Radiation. Radiation.
Head further up in the mountains above the ambient radiation and just hole up.
Just came to grab the radiation therapy forms.
My calculations are far from complete. She's throwing off interference, radiation. Nothing harmful, low levels of gamma radiation.
There's some really brilliant stuff on the internet. It says the radiation's never going to get near us.
辐射。
Radical. Radical.
Man possesses some radical notions.
I think we should make a choice to do something radical and wonderful.
Radical Islamic extremists.
That sort of radical.
What a radical guy.
激进分子，激进的。
Radio. Radio.
Lindsay's song totally tanked on the radio.
Okay. Don't we need something more like radio headsets?
Please, I just need to remain on radio silence just a little bit longer.
I just heard a love song on the radio that reminded me of you.
You know, ever since everyone got those damn radio setups, Eugene, this one's been doing nothing but talking.
无线电，用无线电发送。
Radioactive. Radioactive.
And sure, I could choose to think about the fact that I'm warm because I have a decaying radioactive isotope riding right behind me, but right now I got bigger problems on my hands.
Bob, I'm not quitting my job because plutonium is radioactive.
If we don't stop Slag now, he's gonna turn this whole town into a radioactive stockpile.
It's a weapon capable of emitting a radioactive burst that can destroy all life on a planet.
Yeah, like I got bit by a radioactive Shar-Pei.
放射性的。
Radius. Radius.
Team outside the blast radius, shooting at anything, everyone.
Disables any electrical system in the blast radius.
Impact radius is getting bigger every second.
It's an old water heater, Marianne, and I called everyone I could within the 150-mile radius, and this guy's the only one who's got a recirculating pump that'll fit it.
1 teaspoon of this shit detonated in the atmosphere will kill every living organism in an 8-block radius.
半径。
Raft. Raft.
All right, let's load up the raft. Just kept attacking the raft.
I had 2 cats, which I brought ashore on my first raft. And I had...
There was a lot of blood on that life raft.
When we get there, we are going to build a raft and float the statue downstream until we reach the ship.
罚，惩罚，罚运。
Rage. Rage.
And I'm not a childish little shit with a history of psycho behavior and deep reservoirs of unfounded rage.
I know, and so I told him I'm not that kind of girl, and he just flew into a rage and he attacked me and he tried to break all my fingers and poke my eyeballs out.
It's just that, I think maybe you should dress your rage.
You must protect the villagers from Tai Lung's rage.
愤怒，大怒。
Raid. Raid.
Do you like air raid sirens?
Susie, why don't you and I go raid that buffet by the pool?
That's a raid!
Then he says flatly that he personally is going to lead a raid tomorrow on the Darasana Salt Works.
This raid is strictly non-lethal.
袭击，奇袭。
Rail. Rail.
Can you do a thingy on that rail?
Thank God for the metro rail.
That's a prisoner out there, not an animal to be tethered to a rail.
They just went over the rail.
We got the subway guys to shut down the third rail.
横杆，以横木为栏，责骂。
Railroad. Railroad.
But it is where they are building the railroad.
I've already robbed a railroad train.
We got railroad barons, we got cattle barons.
We were just doing a little model railroad.
Where is that railroad crossing?
铁路，铺设铁路，在铁路工作。
Railway. Railway.
After all, I got stuck with a railway ticket.
However, you'll be glad to know that the completion of this link in the railway will enable us to transport the sick and the disabled to the new camp.
Now then, the railway starts down here in Singapore.
So I must ask you, Colonel Saito, to lend us some of your own men to reinforce the railway gang so that the final stretch of track can be completed as quickly as possible.
That is the railway.
铁路。
Rain. Rain.
It's supposed to rain down there, so make sure that all the cellar windows are closed.
So, rain check on the dinner.
Where'd you hear rain?
You're starting to owe me a lot of rain, you know?
雨，下雨，使大量落下。
Rainbow. Rainbow.
The colors of the rainbow look the same to everyone.
I mean, this is the rainbow state, after all.
Let's color my dick with markers and then taste the rainbow.
Then are you the present owner of Rainbow Fashions?
There's a beautiful quote in Gus's home that reads, "If you want the rainbow, you have to deal with the rain."
彩虹，五彩缤纷的。
Raise. Raise.
Cough or raise?
I want a raise. And benefits, including dental.
It's not a good way to raise kids.
She has a son that has autism, so we decided to do a 10K to raise money.
Then after that, he can actually raise himself to the rank of cool.
上升，升起。
Rally. Rally.
Except there's a typo, unless you're going to have the rally in 2101.
House voted down sponsoring the rally.
I first met my beloved at a war rally.
Literally shaking with rage.
The top 5 finishers will qualify for the Wings Around the Globe rally.
重振旗鼓，重整旗鼓。
Ramp. Ramp.
I had clearly missed the on-ramp.
It was aimed directly at the boat ramp across the lake.
Nathan will show you how to use the ramp.
Maybe ram a gerbil up a celebrity's ass?
What good is nymphomania if they're willing to ramp it with just anybody?
斜坡，狂跳乱撞，时有斜面。
Rampant. Rampant.
Crime is rampant.
Excuse me, Mother, but thanks to the influence of these refined gentlemen, there has never been such rampant corruption.
For example, in our line of work, rumors run rampant.
The rampant exchange of bodily fluids was one of the major reasons for the downfall of society.
Your solution to rampant crime is just to let criminals go free? No,
猖獗的。
Random. Random.
So random that they just ran into each other like this, right?
This attack wasn't random.
Well, I needed to get away, and by total complete random chance, I ran into Normando, my first love from Princeton.
You guys are random.
随意，任意的，胡乱的。
Range. Range.
Isn't matter to you that I just had that driving range sodded with Bermuda grass, Jordan.
Do you want to be free range?
Good for sweating and has full range of motion.
Dreamt that I was on the top of this beautiful mountain range in Asia.
You have been really helpful, and I appreciate it, but I think this is just a little bit out of our price range.
排列，平行。
Rank. Rank.
And they rank him out and beat him up whenever they get a chance.
What's your rank, Doctor?
You are on this council, but we do not grant you the rank of master.
You're an ambulance chaser with a rank.
等级茂密丛生的排列。
Rape. Rape.
And the girl says, so, rape me, I'll help you.
I'm ready to survive date rape!
I'm not going to rape you.
This childhood rape fantasy.
抢夺、掠夺。
Rapid. Rapid.
And then at the Sheraton Johnson Hotel in Rapid City, South Dakota.
I had what's called rapid onset scoliosis.
Jerry, execute the rapid shutdown sequence.
Representative O'Connell was contacted by Carmine Polito to ask if he could obtain rapid citizenship through an act of Congress for one Sheikh Abdullah investor.
迅速的，急流。
Rapidly. Rapidly.
And that food supplies were limited and service amenities rapidly deteriorating.
And what started out as a beautiful Cinderella story is rapidly turning into a horrifying snuff film for the Panthers.
It's deteriorating rapidly.
Rapidly coming out of it. Thermal changes in the hull could have caused the metal to expand and contract rapidly, causing reverberations.
飞快的。
Rare. Rare.
Educated men are rare.
Go with your heart. Love is rare. True friends forgive.
Is it rare?
No, I think it's a rare quality in a man to be able to cry.
You, my love, are a rare commodity.
稀罕的，非常。
Rarely. Rarely.
Rarely. That's the case.
At first, it didn't matter that I rarely saw any playing time.
Did you graduate magna cum rarely?
Now, that is an incredibly complex dish to get right, and I rarely got it right.
Serious?
Yeah. With mood swings and weird thinking brought on by severe stress, which rarely happens, thank God.
很少的。
Rarity. Rarity.
A rarity for a man with such an adoring public, huh? I pray the world and Jerusalem can accommodate such a rarity.
I'm something of a rarity.
It's a real rarity we'd be all drinking.
Oh, and then old Dr. Cleary deduced that Misery must be Lady Evelyn Hyde's long-lost daughter because of the rarity of deadly bee stings.
稀罕。
Rat. Rat.
I'd only lived here for a year and I already told you I don't give a rat's ass about football.
Blind rat fuck.
Rat poison.
You the club rat?
数，捕鼠，弄蓬松。
Rate. Rate.
At that rate, they'll be passing out in about 40 seconds.
At this rate, we're going to burn out by the end of the week.
Dr. Stone, I read somewhere that doctors have the highest suicide rate in any profession except for dentistry.
Rate your mate.
You know, when you pay people an hourly rate, they tend to take their time, especially when you treat them like shit.
比率，估价，被评价。
Rather. Rather.
Beth Harmon's games with Hellstrom and Shapkin were rigorous, grim affairs, and I'm sure for the young American, rather exhausting.
I'd rather die than go back there.
I'd rather shoot pussy than have my pussy shot at.
Mrs. Riva, constant use of her physical assets rather than her somewhat limited mental capacity suggests that she might not know it.
宁可。
Ratio. Ratio.
Get this. We got only 1/10 the death ratio.
Harold quickly calculated the odds of making an ass of himself in ratio to the amount of time he stayed to chat.
Each of those colleges has a boy-to-girl ratio of 2 to 1 or better.
A ratio is a prize worth stealing.
Well, then I suppose the risk-reward ratio is too unattractive for you.
D.
Ration. Ration.
Have you ever tasted K-Ration?
Informs me we've a good chance of including it to the standard issue ration pack.
It's up to you to ration it.
None that could not be cured by a ration of grain and a day of rest.
We just need to ration what we have until Mom comes back.
定额，配给。
Rational. Rational.
If we assume that the square root of 2 is a rational number, then we can say that the square root of 2...
The only thing that I love in this world is about to die, and you want me to be rational.
Very rational men.
Very rational thinking behind it.
What about a rational adult decision?
理性的，有礼数。
Rationale.
Rationale.
And how one applies rationale and ethics and reason while under duress.
So by that rationale, if a pig had a better personality, he'd cease to be a filthy animal.
There's no scientific rationale for that.
Is that your rationale?
What do you think is the rationale behind Catholic schools?
基本原理
Raw.
Raw.
I want to hear all about how Brown offers a major in raw foods, but it's Louis.
Just because it's raw doesn't mean
I have this app that makes videos, they look like super vibey.
Old flip-flop raw, we call him here in the underworld.
Well, from everything that I've read about Roy Randolph, he likes raw talent.
擦伤处生的擦伤